It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Welcome to part 2 of the story mode for episode 13. We're going to go through the last 15 last 15 chapters within the episode and show you guys what's happening and what's going on. Still using the same team from part 1. Just wanted to go through and continue along the path of the story mode. One thing I am pleasantly happy to see is that Dark Cacao doesn't necessarily seem to be broken, in the sense that he doesn't seem to just immediately replace Hollyberry and Pure Vanilla, but he's a great addition to the team. I think that as the enemies continue to move forward and get stronger, I think that's a good way to see the overall capabilities of these teams. One thing I did try earlier today was slotting in Dark Cacao for Hollyberry without making any other changes and doing the Guild Alliance mode. And I actually had more struggle keeping up just because I did not have any damage resistance on Dark Cacao. So even though he was doing great damage, helping clear waves a little bit faster, he just did not have the ability to survive as many waves as Hollyberry does in that same team. Now what I may do is do like Hollyberry and Dark Cacao and just remove Sorbet from my main Guild Alliance team and see how that does. But yet again, I want to get more damage resistance on Dark Cacao for him to survive longer in modes like Alliance and Arena. I don't think damage resistance can be ignored when doing specific setups. He has a great defense on its own, but I think you need to still put focus into the damage resistance for sure. His fortifications were ordered to be bolstered weeks ago, but it is proceeding at a sugar snail's pace. Corey, more cocoa and bring more syrup. Coat the walls in thick layers of chocolate to reinforce them. By your command, my king. It's like a little shadow beast. Interesting. Why must it keep being bolstered even further? There will be no meals at all if our kingdom is to fall. My health matters not at this time. Do not let up. Proceed with the construction. There's no room for regret or blame. If we are ill prepared when disaster strikes, all of you, double your efforts. Well, with that kind of tone, I'm thinking that we're going to be fighting those Oreo Dragons at the end of the run. I say Oreo Dragons because I don't know their actual names yet. They just look like Oreos to me, which I love. They're honestly probably my favorite dragons yet. I mean, I really like the Papaya Dragon. That one's cool, but the Oreo Dragons seem pretty awesome as well. Kind of like a yin-yang setup, and I like that. So they definitely brought a lot of culture into this update, and I respect that they did that. Alright, let's see. Done with 13-18. Slowly making our way through. Okay. Alright, here we go. Boss stage coming up at the end of this. Oh, look at that. Giant coated jelly. Oh, and it splits when you break it apart. That's cool. I like that. As you can see, Dark Cacao's starting to take some pretty heavy hits. So as we get further up into the story, we may have to make a few changes to keep proceeding. Explain yourself. I humbly ask for your understanding in this matter. It was not my intent to divert the attention of the court from our duties concerned with the future of our kingdom. Wow. Heed my concerns. Our king is obsessed with preparing for war that will not spark. He's sickeningly fixated on our defenses when there is no need. There's no such thing as too much preparation. Our lands bordering the Licorice Sea cannot be sufficiently defended even with all of our forces. With the banishment of the First Watcher, our forces' morale is at an all-time low. What if the Ferocious Beast were to attack at this very moment? Why the concern when we already have enough Watchers? Definitely conflict between the inner kingdom. Avocado Cookie's words resonate with the truth. This is not a matter of choosing sides. We must devise a plan. Well, what plan? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna overthrow? Is this how the Cake Witch came to power? Was it through the help of Avocado Cookie and some of the other dark cookies? Interesting to see. Interesting to see. Okay, this stage was not terribly hard. But let's see if we get anything different further down the line. Yes, everything is moving forward. Perhaps I shall expedite my plans. Reveal all at once. No. The king is still much too hardy and hale. There must be a method to make this kingdom my own. Ooh. Oh, there's Pomegranate. Yup. The dark forces are rising. Who? You're not from around here. How did you get in here? There's Licorice Cookie. Ooh. Ah, the forces of darkness rise. The traitor's prince who was struck down by his own father? Watch your words. Interesting. Oh, man. Oh, they're gonna ally. Okay. Wow. His son's gonna take him out. Wow. That's something. The kingdom will fare uneven with the absence of a king. Wow. Very well, I accept your terms. There's no room for failure. Okay. Wow, okay. Alright, we're here to finish off dark cacao in honorary fashion from his son. Oh my. So the dark forces are rising. We didn't see Affogato in the original trailer when the Cake Witch was in power, but we may get more prelude to how the Cake Witch came to power through some of this story. Interesting. Very interesting. And as you can see, to get through all of these story missions, there's been about 300 jellies so far. So you're going to need probably 450 jellies to go through all of story mode, and maybe about another 500 to 600 to get through all of dark mode, since dark mode is always more expensive. So far, our team has been doing really good, though. It's cleared 22 chapters without terribly too much issues. Story mode is always a little easier than dark mode, but, I mean, as you can see, 65% healing decrease, 65% shield decrease, 40% debuff resistance on the enemies. So they've got a lot of good things going for them. But we'll keep trudging through, and if we have to change, then we'll change. But I think our team is overall handling very well. This way, my lord. Oh, getting tricked. Getting tricked. Huh. A carrot may prove more effective. Of whom do you speak? I was driven by a sense of duty. How much further? Where has he gone? In fact, where has everyone gone? It's been quite some time, Father. You! Dun dun dun! Here we go. Let's see what comes of the finale of this. Very interesting. The question is, will Dark Chocolate really do it? Will he really go to execute his own father? Was the banishment punishment enough to create such ill? We'll soon find out. Got some magic cookie cutters, that's always good. Dark choco cookie. Do my eyes deceive me? That traitorous worm. Why have you returned? I am here for the soul jam. I have led Dark Enchantress Cookie's armies to these lands, a force to be reckoned with. But if you surrender now and hand over your sword, we will leave immediately. As if trespassing into this citadel, like wretched vermin, wasn't enough, you dare to utter that name and bring her forces here. You do not deserve the mantle of a prince. You are no son of mine. Do not feel a bit of shame, even as you walk past the altar of the fallen. And you are not the great king we all thought you were. The ancient citadel is crumbling by year. The time has come to lay waste and watch these lands be cleansed by the flames of war. Tread lightly, boy. Your next words may be your last. You've grown weak over the years. This is your last chance, the Soul Jam. Give it to me. I do not have it with me. Hidden within the deepest recesses of the Citadel, to protect it until the bitterness of ends. Then our conversation ends here. You're nothing without its power. My king, this entire kingdom, decimated by my own hand. What a waste. Wow. So without the Soul Jam, not necessarily as powerful, at least according to what he said. All right. Got 6 more story modes, or story chapters to go to see the finale. Maybe we'll get something in between, but if not, one more. Will Dark Chocolate make it to the Soul Jam? Or will Dark Choco King have already beat him there? Guess we'll find out. Our team's still doing great. Healing, damage, weakness debuffs, all doing very well. I'm going to see if this same team works in the dark mode, but if not, we'll definitely have to see some potential changes. But at least you can see fully leveled up cookies of these 5 seem to be doing just fine as far as the story mode missions. It has yet to be discovered how the dark mode will fare. Okay, yep. I think we're going to get another cutscene before the final one. The injury debuffs that Dark Cacao provides are very cool. I like that it's decreased max HP because that means if you're going against a healing team, even if they can heal pretty fast, if you keep lowering their max HP with the debuff, then they're not going to be able to heal high enough to avoid strong hits and critical strikes. So that means that overall you're going to be dealing quite a lot of damage because of that. So that's that then. Time for the next steps. Summoning the monsters of the Licorice Sea. Witness the true might of Licorice Cookie. Rise up. Licorice Cookie, that was awesome. The depths of the sea, I can make anything possible. These numbers will suffice. Let's get the party started then. I was considering running Affogato in this team for the story mode as well. However, in my first initial tests during the live stream, Affogato was pretty squishy. So keeping Affogato alive and protected is a little bit harder than Dark Cacao Cookie. But I do love Affogato's abilities. I just have to figure out good ways to keep Affogato protected and alive to confidently run Affogato in other team comps. And so I'll be figuring that out within the following week. Hopefully I should have a good deep dive of Dark Cacao and Affogato Cookie within the next day or two to show you guys what teams I think they belong in and how to best use their fullest abilities. We're still doing good. We're almost at 13:30, and we have not died or had a single cookie die just yet. Quite interesting. Okay, one more cutscene before the last. The skies have gone black and the sea is churning. Something foul is afoot. The watchers decide it was wise to report to the king. Fear is gripping. Our king has departed from the premises and left all manners of the kingdom to me. The band of cookies is quite efficient, and I'm finding it hard to hide my smile. The kingdom is mine. What should we do about the Licorice, Lord Affogato Cookie? Do not be concerned with Licorice. Let us hold the ritual to calm its waters. Relay my intent to the watchers at once. Okay. The Licorice Sea. Wow. Okay. So our team is still holding up strong. Okay. Here we go. The altars upon the walls have been prepared, good sage. Please pacify the Licorice Sea. Tide the spirits, tide the spirits. Long have we resided upon these lands. Throw the rice jellies into the fire. Something sinister. Sea monsters. What are you babbling about? That sound, it's like a cry of anguish. Those aren't just waves. Monsters from the Licorice Sea are approaching the wall. Sound the alarm. Nonsense. The sea cannot climb up the wall. All lies. Lies and false superstition. Do you truly believe so? We have spent our lives every moment to keep watch upon these walls. Good sage, beware. Take cover. Monsters of the Licorice Sea are real. It cannot be. They're hallucinations, I tell you. Living licorice abyss. Oh, very cool. Alright. Final stage. Let's see if we can beat it. Ancestors, help us. They're swarming towards us. Do not let them gain an inch of ground. Leave this tower to me. Give them no quarter. Reinforcements will be on the way. What a nightmare's beast. Give it all your strength. That's a pretty cool boss beast, though. Living Licorice Abyss. That's cool. Well, we haven't been told if Dark Cacao is going to be there or not. Something's off. Fear not. The walls have not fallen for generations. The walls are collapsing. Retreat. There's the abyss. Definitely hits hard. Oh, look at that. It's cursed and fighting. Interesting. That almost took out Dark Choco. Or Dark Cacao. Wow. So that... Yeah, this is a good boss. Looks like the front line is going to be taking the most damage, so the best way to protect it is to either have really high health or really good defense. We did beat it, but that was really close to not beating it with Dark Chocolate there. To be continued. We will know more another time. Thank you for stopping by for part 2. I will cover more in depth Dark Chocolate, Dark Cacao, and the differences, and then also Affogato Cookie and what we can expect from them in the meta. Thank you again, and you guys have a wonderful day.